Hello, everyone, and welcome to One Connected Love. I'm Daniel,
I'm Christina.
and we are true twin flames in harmonious union. In today's video, I'm very excited. We are going to be doing the next Twin Flame movie review. The movie that we will be reviewing today is one that probably most people don't know unless you are an anime fan. Yes, it is an animated film, but a very high quality film, actually. The film is called Your Name, um, in Japanese, Kimi no Nawa, and it's directed by Makoto Shinkai. Makoto Shinkai is very popular in Japan and anime right now. This movie came out, it premiered in 2016, and in 2016 it was extremely popular in Japan. It was the number one film in Japan. I guess you can say that the equivalent of Makoto Shinkai he's like the new and upcoming, I guess you could say, like the equivalent would be a Japanese Walt Disney. His movies are very high quality. The colors and the landscapes are very beautiful. The way things are animated, a very high frame rate, and his storytelling is really good. So let's get a little bit into the story here. So the story takes place in modern day Japan, and it takes place in two different areas of Japan. Actually, before I go further, I do want to say that there will be spoilers. So if you have not seen this, go watch it. We rented it on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
You can go watch it and then come back and check out our review. If you're fine with spoilers, let's go. All right. So it takes place in Japan, and we have it's never clear on how old the two main characters are, but based on everything that happens in the movie, you could say they're in high school, seniors in high school, roughly juniors or seniors. The first character is Mitsuha, and she is a high school student, but also a Shinto shrine maiden. So her family, she lives with her grandma. Her father kind of abandoned the family when they were really young after their mother died. And she and her sister live with their grandma, and they run this Shinto shrine. Shinto, if you're not familiar, is the Japanese religion, and she's kind of like a maiden, a priestess in training, and she at the shrine runs like festivals and different types of traditional dances and things like that. And they're also weavers. They weave like bracelets and things like that. So yeah, she lives in rural Japan in the countryside in this city that is near a giant crater where I guess a meteor landed a long time ago. And she's pretty fed up with her life, her boring life, and she's not really, she's really frustrated. She wants to be in Tokyo, and this is pretty common in Japan. I've lived in Japan, and many people in the countryside just dream of Tokyo, like going to Tokyo. So it's very realistic. And then we jump over to Taki, who is the male lead, and he lives in Tokyo, of course, same age. He's a junior, senior in high school. He has a part-time job as a waiter in a very fancy restaurant. So this movie takes place with the two main characters and kind of a very supernatural or ominous event where there's this meteor that's like coming to Earth, and it's like this meteor shower where you can, like, everyone wants to view this meteor. And somehow along the way, Taki and Mitsuha, they find out that they are connected. There's like some sort of spiritual connection there. Now, I do want to pause a little bit there and say that there's a lot going on in this movie with like symbolism, religion, and things like that. They talk about how like time can bind two people or two souls, and it flows like water, and everything like that.
Well, it's almost like it's like they're talking about how time isn't really real.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, like it's just like it flows, and yeah, like they kind of communicate through their dreams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is really cool. It's really whimsical and yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like the two characters, they're connected in their dreams. They speak to each other in their dreams, But there's also something else that's going on where the two main characters are actually like trading places.
Mm-hmm.
Like the boy wakes up and he is in the girl's body and he lives her life for a day, and the girl wakes up and she's in his body and she lives his life for a day. And a lot of funny things
Yeah.
happen, lots of confusion going on from the external people that are in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And then without giving like the ending away, what happens, and exactly what's going on, um, they find out that they are connected in some way, and there's an awesome climax to the movie, awesome ending.
Yeah.
But we won't go much further than that. So that's
Right.
kind of what takes place in the movie. So, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about what you thought of the movie. I
Mm-hmm.
love the movie. It's one of my favorite anime.
Yeah. I mean, so I had never seen any anime movies before. And so really I was told it was a good anime, and I didn't really know what to expect, but it was a really well, the movie itself, the animation, it's beautiful. It's a gorgeous movie. It's really well done, and like so much attention to detail, and really just stunning in that regard. But I really loved the story. It's a deeply touching story, and it's a very classic story. It's one that you remember, and yeah, I just really feel like he did such a good job at really wrapping you into the consciousness of the characters, and like
Yes.
you're really invested in the characters. He did a
Mm-hmm.
really good job at like conveying the emotion between them. Um, you know, there was really nothing left to be like a stretch. Like it was all really like you were very well enveloped into the story.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good point, actually. I never thought about it. But yeah, it's very, like, the movie's very intimate.
Mm-hmm.
And you can really, yeah, you really get a good sense of how the girl is feeling with her emotions, how the boy is feeling with their
Mm-hmm.
emotions. And then you can see the connection between the two. Um, it's very clear, like, I get a very twin flamey vibe from
Yeah.
this movie. And it's very clear that the director, Makoto Shinkai, that he, within his consciousness, he is searching for his like
Mm-hmm.
ultimate lover, right? Because
Right.
artists, creators, everything that they create, it's like a
Mm-hmm.
reflection of their own consciousness.
Yeah.
And it's very clear that he is searching for a very deep love, like his twin flame, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's there. He's some things are a little bit off in his movie, but for the most part, it's really really well done.
Yeah.
Um, Okay, good. Yeah, I absolutely enjoyed this movie. Let's discuss a little bit about what you think like was good about the twin flame dynamic. What did they get wrong?
Well, I think like the connection was really clear.
Very good.
And uh yeah, it's like they kind of lived in their own little world with
Mm-hmm.
each other, and yeah, there was a sense of like they had their own little world with each other, and then like the people in their external reality just kind of like didn't get it. And
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people do experience a similar
Mm.
kind of thing with their twin flame,
Mm.
because that relationship is so much deeper, um, than your typical relationship, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Twin flames are relatively new in modern day consciousness. I mean, there have been people that have written about them since 60s, 70s, whatever. You can go read old books. A lot of that information is incorrect and not necessarily correct, but people on the fringes, they've heard of twin flames before, but as like a normalized thing, it is still something that's new.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, people that experience the twin flame like journey, I know I've experienced in my life people that like I would try to explain it to them and they're just like,
Yeah.
what? Like they don't really get it. And
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has a twin flame and everyone will get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is very true. He got
Mm-hmm.
that on the head. That he hit the nail on the head. That like they're in their own little bubble and
Mm-hmm.
they get it, but
Yeah.
everyone else is like kind of disconnected or not really getting it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I really feel they captured well like the searching feeling. Like convey the way emotions are conveyed in this movie is really well done.
Mm-hmm.
And you really can feel how they're searching, and there's just like they have to get to each other kind of
Yeah.
feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah, I agree. You can definitely like feel their emotions and what they're going through.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
So what did they get wrong?
So what did they get wrong? So within this movie, like there is this concept of like time
Yeah.
that takes place, and that I think you explained it better yesterday. But it's like this concept of time that they are like tied to time almost or something.
Oh, right. Yeah, where this concept of them being like bound by time,
Yeah.
that's not really like practical, right? Like the twin flame relationship in reality is a very grounded, normal relationship. But I think um,
Yeah.
everybody wants to paint, and this movie is not specifically about twin flames, right?
Right.
But like the themes are very
Right.
similar, and everybody wants to make it this mystical, thing, and it is in some sense, right? It is a very
Mm-hmm.
deep spiritual phenomena, but it's also like a very grounded and practical phenomena, right? And so yeah, the idea that they like communicate in their dreams and that they're like separated by time is very well, it's just really speaking to like a desire within consciousness to really be able to like transcend that.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, I guess one of the spoilers is that, yeah, they're separated by time. There's something going on with time in the movie. But one thing I also wanted to touch on that you reminded me of is that twin flames make the same core choices, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's this myth that goes on that one twin flame can be incarnated and one twin flame is
Oh,
not.
right, yeah.
And that's a complete myth because
Mm-hmm.
twin flames are the same at the core. They choose the same, and they, if one is incarnate, the other is also, and so on. So that is one thing that I think they got wrong
Right.
with
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, if you were
Mhm.
to look at it
If
through
you
a
were to
twin
look at it
flame
that way.
lens, yeah,
Yeah.
like that wouldn't be accurate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Other than that, though,
It's a pretty strong twin flamey movie.
pretty strong,
Yeah.
twin flame movie.
It's a very sweet romance, and I really recommend it. I give it 5 stars.
Me too. I give it 5 stars.
Yeah.
If you feel like you want to watch this movie, check it out on Amazon Prime. They do have an English dubbed version,
Yeah.
and they also have the original Japanese version with English subtitles, which is how we
That's
watched
the
it.
one we watched.
I won't settle for anything less than authentic when it comes to anime. So definitely check it out. It's an inexpensive purchase and excellent movie if you're interested in watching more Twin Flame movies. So I guess that about wraps it up, right?
Yeah, it feels good.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching this Twin Flame movie review. There will be more in the future, and feel free to comment below if if you have seen this movie, let us know what you thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
If there are other movies that you're interested in having us review, let us know and we'll check them out. Please like and subscribe to our channel. And if you're interested in private twin flame coaching or private twin flame card readings, we do offer those services. Check out the links below to our website, oneconnectedlove.com. And as always, thank you very much for watching our videos, and we'll see you next time.